I should have known better than to take a shortcut through the alley. It was one of those narrow, forgotten paths that seemed to stretch infinitely between the towering, crumbling bricks. I was running late, and the sky was darkening, a storm threatening to break. As I hurried through, my foot caught on something hard, and I stumbled into a door that I swear wasn't there before. The wood was old, the paint peeling, yet as my fingers brushed against the handle, a shiver ran down my spine. It wasn't just the chill of the coming storm, something was wrong. Curiosity got the better of me, and I pushed the door open. On the other side, the world was eerily silent, the air thick with a strange, heavy fog. But what struck me most was the familiar scene, a street from my childhood, complete with the old bakery that had closed down years ago, and a rusted swing set in the park that had long been dismantled. The realization was like ice in my veins. I had somehow stepped into yesterday. But this wasn't the comforting nostalgia of old photographs, it felt more like a trap, each familiar detail distorted, shadows lurking in corners where none should be. I tried to rationalize it, to find a way back to the alley, but the door had vanished. Each step took me deeper into a past that was twisting into something unrecognizable. I saw people I knew, but their faces were wrong, their eyes hollow and smiles too wide as they whispered secrets in voices that didn't match the memories. Panic surged as I realized I couldn't remember the way back. The world around me seemed to pulse, as if alive, pulling me further into its depths. The storm finally broke, and with it came a cacophony of voices, growing louder, drowning out my thoughts. In a desperate bid to escape, I sprinted towards the park, hoping to find another way out. But as I reached the swings, they began to move on their own, rusted chains creaking a mournful tune. I turned to run, only to find myself face to face with a version of me, a child, eyes wide and pleading. "You shouldn't have come here," my younger self whispered, voice barely audible over the storm. And in that moment, I understood, the door wasn't just a passage to yesterday. It was a prison, and now, I was its newest inmate.